Okay, so we just got a question, and then we're going to keep this fast so we can answer it real quick. Go ahead and take a look down at the lower right. We did have some question about some of the more nuanced controls and details for systems that you get out in the mech that you don't normally see on a regular basis. Let's go ahead and start with ye old stealth armor. Right now it's inactive. By default, hotkey to M. Stealth armor is now active. That's good if you want to, be stealthy boy. Go ahead and turn it off because it does tend to get toasty after a while. There we go. By the way, don't mind the loadout. I just threw it together as an example. It sucks. That's fine. You might notice the cooldown bar scrolling on your stealth armor. You can turn it on and turn it off instantly. But if you shut it down and you want to turn it back on, you need to wait for it to cool off. So if you decide to shut it off, get out of dodge, get into trouble, just be aware that if you shut it off because you're getting toasty, you can't just turn it right back on again. There was a bit of a delay to that. Okay, Guardian ECM, electronic countermeasures. You've got two settings. One of them is disrupt, which is most blah, blah, blah. English is hard. It's the setting you use most of the time. Basically, it means bad guys see you on their heads-up display less easily. You'll figure out what that means as you play the game. Anyways, that's the default. You could set it to counter, which is a bit more nuanced and niche. By the way, if you're in counter, stealth armor goes away. Take that for data if it matters to you. Counter offers no ECM protection on your part, but it does mess up the countermeasures of other enemies within whatever that defined range is, which you can see right here is 90 meters. The button was J. Disrupt, counter. You can choose how you want your ECM set up. It's generally set up to disrupt or counter. You know what I said. Anyways, there's your control for that. Also, AMS, also active by default, which means when an enemy missile gets over your head, your anti-missile systems will start shooting at them. Sometimes you don't want that. Every now and then, you see some random-ass missiles flying over, and now your AMS starts shooting into the sky, which is actually a tell. You're kind of waving a big flag saying, hey, over here, boys. You might not want that. The tilde key, way the hell up in the upper right corner, again by default unless you changed it, will turn AMS on or off. It's active by default. If you make it go inactive, well, pretty self-explanatory. It's not shooting down any missiles that are coming your way. But it also won't show your position if there's just random missiles that are flying at whoever and you want to be a little less noticeable. You go inactive. Active back on. Also, if you're a laser AMS boat, it can get a little hot, so that might be another reason you would wish to shut it off now and then. Last thing, you see how I'm highlighting things going up and down on that little cursor right now? Not really covered in the typical in-game guides, but it's something everyone uses. The arrow keys, up, down, left, right, blah, blah, blah. You might notice how I am kind of scrolling through, as a grid, the options that are over there. Up and down selects certain points on this grid. For example, right now I've highlighted, let's say second down, number 5. If I hit the control key, consider that a selector. That's a toggle on, off. You can not only toggle your weapon groups and adjust them on the fly. There, SRM2 is now on group 1. SRM2 of the other one is now on group 2. See what I did? Yeah, nice. You can also toggle all of those settings that we just talked about, stealth armor, ECM, AMS, by just moving your cursor to highlight each one you're interested in and tapping the control key. So if you happen to forget where the hotkeys are, if you know where your arrows and control key are, you can make your own changes pretty damn fast too. That's all I got. Good to know. Bye-bye.